Chelsea Football Club, the Blues. Roman Abramovich's money turned the pensioners from a relatively average but well-respected London side to one of English football's most successful and a perennial global challenger. Under Russian billionaire Abramovich, Chelsea went from occasional trophy winners to England's elite and the 7th most valuable football club in the world. Although they're now fully established as the creme de la creme both domestically and in Europe, Chelsea weren't always part of that upper crust. The players that helped elevate Chelsea to that top tier are legendary for their part in transforming the Blues from mediocre to the standard to beat. These are the true icons of Chelsea Football Club. Love him or hate him, and unless you're a staunch Chelsea supporter, there's a good chance you hate him. You can't separate Chelsea from John Terry or John Terry from Chelsea. He may be an Aston Villa player now, but captain, leader, legend, John Terry will forever be associated with the Blues. A Chelsea youth player from the age of 14, Terry made his full debut for the pensioners at age 18. In 2 years, he'd established himself as a first-team regular. He never looked back from there. After Frenchman Marcel Desailly retired in 2004, Jose Mourinho handed Terry the captain's armband. That season, he led the Blues to their first ever Premier League title, picked up Player of the Year honors, and even chipped in with 8 goals along the way. As Chelsea captain, John Terry helped add 15 trophies to the Blues trophy cabinet. He won 5 league titles, added 4 FA Cups, and even accomplished the ultimate, lifting the Champions League trophy in 2012. There was plenty of on and off the pitch controversy along the way for Captain Terry, but there's no debating his importance to Chelsea's cause or his status as their greatest ever captain. John Terry is Chelsea's Captain Fantastic. Legends of the past like Peter Osgood and more recently Gianfranco Zola were the early trailblazers before Chelsea became a household name around the world. Terry was the leader, the grit and the glue as Chelsea made their meteoric rise, but Frank Lampard, he was the quiet, dependable force that helped impel the Blues to glory. 3 years after Terry made his first team debut for Chelsea, Lampard made the decision to hop across London and sign for the Blues from West Ham. The son of West Ham legend Frank Lampard Sr., the junior Lamps had gotten tired of languishing in his pop's shadow, and when both his father and uncle Harry Redknapp left the club in 2001, the Hammers' loss was Chelsea's gain, and he joined for £11 million. It was a match made in heaven. Lampard hit the ground running for the Blues, nabbing 7 goals in his first season. The next, he grabbed 8, and in his 3rd year for Chelsea, he hit double digits for the first time. It would not be the last. Frankie Boy hit double-digit goals every single year he wore a Chelsea shirt from then until his final season for the club. No player has found the net more regularly for the Blues, and his goal-scoring exploits rightfully put him atop the pensioners' all-time goal-scoring list with a ridiculous 211 goals across all competitions. Lampard scored a number of special strikes for the Blues, but maybe his most iconic moment came when he broke Bobby Tambling's all-time goal-scoring record of 202 goals against Aston Villa in 2013. After it was all said and done, Lampard left Chelsea with 13 trophies under his belt and a whole slew of individual accolades to go along with the success he helped bring the club. Terry and Lampard are the symbols of English excellence at Stamford Bridge, but Drogba brought something different, something foreign, something exciting, and something nearly unstoppable. Drogba wasn't just a force on the pitch, he helped make Chelsea cool. His swagger and ebullience helped bring in a whole generation of new fans across the world, and he's a cult hero at the club because of it. When he signed from Marseille in 2004, almost nobody knew who he was. He was somewhat of a journeyman striker, and his arrival at Nouveau Riche Chelsea took many by surprise. An early injury hampered his progress, and his first 2 seasons didn't do much to cement his status as the guy for the Blues, despite helping them win back-to-back titles. 3rd time's the charm, though. In his 3rd season, Drogba went off. He poured in 33 goals in all competitions, becoming the first Chelsea player since Kerry Dixon in '85 to score over 30 goals in a campaign. Manchester United kept Chelsea from three-peating, but Drogba still finished as top scorer in the league. Drogba's time at Chelsea was characterized by big-time goals, and he always seemed to come up big for the Blues when it truly mattered. That big-game mentality couldn't have been better encapsulated than by his 88th minute equalizer against Bayern Munich in the 2012 Champions League final. He then went and nailed the match-winning penalty to deliver Chelsea their first ever victory in the competition. In his first tenure with the club, Drogba scored 157 goals across all competitions. Bowing out as a demigod-like figure as his Herculean efforts alongside Terry and Lampard helped bring the Champions League to Stamford Bridge for the very first time. He left the club after that win, took a jaunt over to China and then Turkey, then came back home and promptly helped Chelsea win another 2 trophies, a league title and the League Cup, a dream end to his Chelsea career. Plenty of history has been made at Stamford Bridge, but no 3 figures have created more of it than John Terry, Frank Lampard, and Didier Drogba. Their legendary status at the club is untouchable, and despite the long history of the club and their recency, no players have had a bigger impact on the Blues' fortunes. Agree or disagree? Hit us up below. Come on, you Blues.